everybody, Lisa here from Prims on Greenway. My channel is about cross stitch, wool applique, and lots of other crafting and needlework expeditions. I have not been around for probably a good 6 weeks, and basically it's because things have been crazy. I sent my kids off to college, thought I'd have a ton of time. I think I have less time now than I did previously. But the good news on that is I think I'm filling that time with things that I love. So I'm hoping to share some things with you today, and I'm really hoping you'll be inspired, maybe inspired to try something new, maybe inspired to give something I'm doing a try, or just to sit back and enjoy and just stitch and listen to what's going on over here in upstate New York. So I hope you don't mind, but I do have a list because I have so many things that I don't want to forget anything. First things first, welcome to all new subscribers, people who are just stopping by, people out there in Flosstube land who have just discovered Flosstube. In fact, I ran into a few ladies just 2 weeks ago that had never heard of it. And so, of course, we made some introductions into Flosstube, and they were very excited to go home and give it a watch. So, so hello, everybody. If I've never said this before, my channel name is Prims on Greenway, basically because I love all things primitive. But secondly, I live on a road by the name of Greenway. So to me, it just fit perfectly. So if anybody wondered where that came from, that's the etiology story. So I'm gonna go on to start with this little lamp that I have behind me. You may have noticed. This lamp is called a BenQ lamp. That's BEN-Q. And this lamp was sent to me by the BenQ company for me to review, and I had the opportunity to take it to a Stitchy retreat a couple weekends ago, and everybody agreed it was a super cool lamp, threw great light, and had a lot of versatility. So first things first, the nice thing about it is it can come down pretty low if you need it to really come right on your work, and it also can come right back up. And this little ring over here is how you turn it on. It's just kind of press turn on. It has two adjustments. If you hold on there, it will adjust to kind of a softer light that you could use if you were using it near a computer. And this is a little brighter light that you could use if you're using for needlework or possibly book reading. You can also adjust this. Do you see? I don't know if you noticed, it came to a little bit more of a yellower light, which is very soft. I think they call that a warmer glow. And then if you go in the other direction, it's almost a bluish, purplish, grayish kind of light, which is a much cooler light. You could probably see it on my arm, the difference in the different lighting. And I really love that versatility. It really does not get very warm. It is plug-in though. It is not battery operated or anything like that. It is a plug-in. And it's pretty lightweight too. So I have to say I really am enjoying it so far. So I'm going to go ahead and put the link below if anybody's interested in heading over to the BenQ website to check this out. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave in the comments below or Instagram message me. I am on Instagram also as Prims on Greenway. But I really do find it very, very useful, very useful. Lately, I've been setting it up near my cutting table to give some added light there where I really, really needed it. So, so yeah, it's really awesome. The only other person that I saw do a review on it, and she also loved it, was Bonnie, Log Cabin Stitcher. She also loved it. So, so it is pretty neat. One of the things I do want to mention that I actually don't have, but you can order an added piece that can make it a stand-up light, like a floor lamp type thing. This is the desk version, but this I think can detach, and you can attach it into a longer floor lamp, which would really give it some versatility. So again, it's a light from BenQ. Check out their website. It's absolutely fabulous, and I've really been enjoying it. So thanks, BenQ company. It really is awesome. So next, I want to get into kind of where I left off on my last Flosstube. I had mentioned that I would be teaching at Hobby House Needleworks. I was going to be teaching my pincushion box, and I have to say the class was so much fun. I had 8 sign up, 7 showed, and one lady came from Texas. And a big shout out to Lori down in Texas, who had seen my video and decided to come up for the class. And it was just great fun. It truly was great fun. I do have my box just to show you what the original box looked like. Here's my box, and I had fashioned the top using some foam core batting and some fabric, and put a little inset in there so it fits nicely. Put some scrapbooking paper on the bottom. We waxed, painted, waxed, and distressed it. I did not paint the inside of my box. I love that nice fresh wood look, so I really did nothing on the inside. But the ladies who made their boxes picked all sorts of beautiful fabrics, lots of different colors. I'm going to insert some photographs here for you to enjoy, because it was absolutely awesome. And I want to give a shout out to the ladies. I wrote them down so I wouldn't forget anybody, and that would be Gail, Jackie, Sue, Linda, Maddie, Lori, and Holly. Thank you so much, guys, for coming to the class. I really enjoyed having you, and would love to give that class again sometime. I think it'd be a whole lot of fun. So yeah, if anybody out there wants to do a little get together and do a little class, it took about 3 hours and everybody was finished. Just let me know. You know, now that my kids are gone, I'm up for traveling, so let me know. All right, next item after my class is that I was invited by Beth Seal of Summer House Stitchworks to what she calls Stitchy Camp. And I guess this has been a tradition of hers going on for several years, where she gets together with some of her very close friends, and they go to a beautiful camp in Pennsylvania. I believe it's in the Williamsport area, and it was a beautiful little camp. If you check out my Instagram, I did some very short videos from the camp, and we had a very good time. We got there on Friday around lunchtime and left on Sunday morning, and of course the time flies when you're having fun, but it was a wonderful group of ladies. And I want to say hello to, of course, Beth, and thank you again, Beth, for inviting me, and her sister Karen. And I have to say, if you check out my Instagram, Karen treated us to some lovely music. Karen is a music therapist, and she plays guitar, treated us to tons of lovely music, and I was able to capture a Beatles tune on video, and I posted it on my Instagram, and I told Karen I got a ton of likes on it, that people really loved her playing and her singing. So next time we get together with Karen, I'll have to videotape some more, because it was just so much fun. It truly was. And so so hello to Karen, and Janice of Noteworthy Needle was there. I had never met Janice before. She is a pure delight, and I'm not going to give anything away, but she's got lots of new projects coming your way, so keep your eyes out for some new designs and projects from Noteworthy Needle. And of course, my friend Gail, my partner in crime, went with me. And there was also Joyce, Judy, Sue, and Deb. So hello to all you ladies. It was awesome to meet you, and I hope we can get together at some point in the future for another cool Stitchy camp. It was awesome. And I encourage you, if you have a group of friends, whether it's just one other friend or a couple other friends, get together for a weekend. Maybe at a hotel, maybe at a little camp like this. Get together and just sit, chat, stitch, share, break some bread together, and really have a good time. I encourage everybody to do so. It really is good for your soul. It's good for your soul. And then last weekend, my friend Gail and I took a trip to a new shop. Yes, a new shop. And I wish I had taken some footage or some photos. I did take some photos of a few items in the shop, which I will insert here. But I did not take any photos like of the outside of the shop or any videos. But the name of the shop was the Purple Painted Lady. Purple Painted Lady, and this was in Palmyra, New York, which was kind of halfway between me and Hobby House, which is in the Rochester area. And the reason we went to the shop is we were looking for some products from a new company that I found called Iris Orchid Designs. And this is a super cool company. I think its intention was to make products that you can adhere onto refinished, refurbished, or repainted furniture. But I think there's lots of other applications to it. One of the things I purchased, which I'm just realizing I didn't bring in here, I believe it's just in the other room, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab it, is a set of these super cool vintage, I think they call them transfers. Give me 1 second. Let me just run and grab these. Okay, so lots of crunching. Sorry about that. But here they are. So there's their logo, IOD. And I'm sorry, I apologize. I said Iris. It's Iron Orchid Designs, not Iris Orchid Designs. And these are transfer ephemeral melange. So there you are. If you can see that, and you can see, oh my gosh, are you drooling? Look at this. Is that not gorgeous or what? So they have whole bunches of different types of these. And my understanding of these is that they are almost like stickers, I believe. They did have a display where they had some of these on a window, which I thought just looked super, super cool. But I think you can attach them to furniture. I just couldn't leave without them. I am still thinking exactly what I'm going to do with them. I do have, I think quite a while ago, I showed you this little cupboard door that I'd bought for $1.50 at like an estate sale. And I'm thinking, could I paint it, chalk paint it, wax it, and maybe attach one of these transfers to it. But I'm throwing out there to my followers, if anybody has any other ideas regarding these transfers, I would love to hear them, because they are just so cool, and I would really love to use them for something super cool. I'm still kind of thinking and trying to come up with some super neat ideas for these. I've never used a transfer before, so this would be totally new to me. But aren't they awesome? If you go, just Google Iron Orchid Designs, you're going to see all the super cool things that they make. And this is just one of many things that they make. So I encourage you to check it out. Also, check out the website of the Purple Painted Lady. They have a website. It shows all sorts of things. They have these types of things, lots of chalk paints. They carry Annie Sloan chalk paints and waxes and all that type of stuff. So head over there and check that out. I always like sharing new things, you know, things that we can incorporate into our crafting lives. So so definitely, one of the neat things that was going on while we were there is they were holding a class, and the name of the class was An Affair with a Chair. Is that cool or what? And they had 4 ladies there who had each brought a chair from home. One lady, it was more like a rocking chair. One, it was just kind of a regular kind of kitchen chair, all made of wood. And the other one was kind of a, oh, I forgot what they're called. It's kind of one of those chairs that has a spinny top, maybe a bar stool type chair, but it was wooden, and they were all painting away. And of course, we didn't stay for to see the end, but the colors were beautiful. So if you're anywhere in Palmyra, New York area, and you want to take a super neat class, An Affair with a Chair at the Purple Painted Lady would be super cool. So just wanted to pass that on, and I'll keep you updated on what I decide regarding using these items. but I couldn't leave it there. I just couldn't leave it there. Oh, one of the other things I picked up, they have lots of cool little things, was this cute little bag. Oh, the light is really shining on this. Oh, maybe you can see it there. She believed she could, so she did. And I thought, oh, that fits me perfectly. So it's kind of one of those bags that almost feels like it's made out of oh, what is that? Like duct tape. That's what it almost feels like. It's just white inside, but it kind of has that almost duct tapey feel to it. I'm not sure exactly what it's made of, but I thought it was super neat, so I grabbed that, and I've had it in my Stitchy bag with some needles and flosses and stuff like that. So that was another thing I had picked up while I was there. And then the third thing I have sitting over here on my little table, I have a real thing for almond. I love the flavor of almond. I often throw almond extract into my protein shakes because I love the flavor of it, and I love the smell. And they happen to have honey almond hand cream, and this is by a company called Michael or Michelle, I'm not sure, Design Works. So I'll try to get that close for you. And there it is, and it smells awesome. I think we need some smell-o-vision, so I could have you guys smell this. But if you're an almond fan, yeah, check out Purple Painted Lady's website. They carry this all awesome honey almond hand cream. I think they even had it like in a soap or a body wash. So next time I go, it's on my list. So there you go. That was my haul from the Purple Painted Lady. And that was so much fun. We had a really, really good time. And I have to say, after we did the Purple Painted Lady, we went over to Gail's house. And Gail is such a sweetheart. She truly is. She spent probably, I don't know, at least 3 hours helping me prep a Maggie Bononomi project. And so I have to show you. First off, this project came out of, let me grab it, came out of Maggie's book called Thistledown Moon. This is an out-of-print book. However, I have to say, I feel like it's fairly readily available. If you Google this, I think you'd be able to find it for a fairly reasonable price. And any book by Maggie Bononomi is awesome. Unfortunately, she hasn't put out books in years. She is still putting out patterns, for sure. She's putting out patterns. In fact, yearly, I think she goes to Country Sampler and does classes. Let me think, Blackberry, is it Blackberry? Oh, I think it's Blackberry Primitives is the name of the company that she works with for her wool. And I know she has a website. So she has all of Maggie's latest patterns, and she has things kitted up. You can buy kits. So if you're interested, check it out. Books are not on there. As I said, these are out of print, but anytime you find a Maggie Bononomi book, get it. It's 100% worth it. I think she has about 9 books out. Again, these were from years ago. I don't know what the copyright is on this. Let me just look and see if I can see it real fast. 2014. So this was 8 years old, but I know I've seen it around. I've definitely seen it around. So what Gail, I'm sorry, the light is coming in my window here. I'm trying to stay out of the sunlight here a little bit. What Gail helped me prep and get ready is a pattern called Flowers on the Windowsill Wool Mat. And I just fell in love. Well, I fall in love with everything Maggie Bononomi does, but here it is. I'm hoping you can see it. Maybe if I get it in here a little bit closer, the glare will come off of there. There it is. It's absolutely gorgeous. And the cool thing about this, and I never really thought about it, is in the book, she says she had a friend make a simple wooden frame for it. And I've already asked my husband if he could make me one. So that I can actually hang it on the wall. Not that you can't hang it on the wall unframed or on a frame, but I think it would give it a little structure. And it's not like a picture frame. it's like a wood frame, and apparently you wrap it in black fabric and then you just whip stitch it on. So you can't really see the frame from the front, but it's kind of, I guess, a bit stretched over it so that it hangs nicely on the wall. And I think I'm going to give it a try and see how it goes. It's hard to see in this photograph that it's actually stitched onto that frame, but you can kind of see that. Let me show you how awesome it is prepped. Now, it's not all stitched, and you have to remember, wool applique with Maggie Bononomi, or wool applique the Maggie way, is just using a Coats & Clark Summer Brown, and you just whip stitch. So usually the Coats & Clark Summer Brown melts into the fabric, so the wool color really stands out. So there's not any buttonhole stitching, there's not any fancy stitching like Sue Spargo. It's very prim, what I call folk arty, and that's what I love about it, and easy. You're just whipping it on and you really don't even see it. So do your stitches have to be perfect and lined up perfectly? Absolutely not, because you don't see it. So just give me a second. My little thing's coming off here. Let me reach over and grab it. So here we are. Okay. Wowza, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that the cutest thing ever? Oh my gosh, I just love it. So there you go. I have to really say another very special thank you to two friends that I met through social media and ended up meeting in person when I went to the Prim Stitcher Society retreat back in November of 21. And that's my friend Kathy and Yvette. And they brought me a bunch of wool. And this is some of the wool that they brought me that I used for this project. And isn't it absolutely perfect? Oh my gosh. I just love it. I'm going to try to bring it in closer. I have not whip stitched it all. This is all adhered with heat and bond. I have whip stitched the top and sides, but still got a lot of whip stitching to go with the rest of it. But it is ironed down pretty good with the heat and bond, which really makes it easy and portable. It really does. I know some people don't like heat and bond. They feel it kind of flattens the wool. But for me, it makes it very portable because I can do wool applique in the car. Not while I'm driving, obviously, but if I'm the passenger. I do have a really hard time cross-stitching. I think because I cross-stitch on 40 count or 46 count, and because the car is kind of jiggling a little bit as you're driving, I can't seem to get it in those little holes, and I get very frustrated with it. But with this, you can just whip along without any problems, and so that's one of the reasons I like the heat and bond, because it makes it super, super portable. You know who else does that? Although she doesn't use heat and bond, I forgot which soft fuse I think she uses, is Anna from Stitch Roadies. She does some wool applique and fuses it down, I think for the same reason that it's very portable. So certainly when I get this completed and possibly on a frame, I'll kind of show you how it came out, because I never seen that concept before, but I think it's a great idea. So thanks to Maggie Bononomi for awesome patterns. Even though it's from 2014, I absolutely love it. And thank you to my friend Gail for spending all that time helping me cut and prep this this project. I absolutely love it. And just as a quick aside, I think I've shown you this before quite a while ago, but one of the other cool, I mean, I love every project out of this book, but one of the other cool projects that I have made out of this book is the wall hung sewing necessity over here. This is made with a bunch of different textiles, including linen and wool and cottons. So I'll show you real fast. I know I've shown you this before, but I couldn't help but show you, seeing as it was in this book. And here's the little pocket. Really cute, very prim. This is the first time I ever did needle turn, and it came out okay. You know, not too bad. Oh, jeepers, my phone is ringing. Hang tight 1 second, guys. Sorry. All right, sorry about that, guys. My phone rang, and I'll have to splice this together. I think I was talking about this cool little sewing necessity that I had made quite a while ago from Maggie's book. So yeah, what I was saying, if you have an opportunity to grab up one of Maggie's books, there's just so many really, really cool projects in it. So this one again was Thistledown Moon. So super cool, super cool. Can't wait to finish. Can't wait to finish the other project. All right. So let me see, next on my list is my current whips. Now, this is a whip that I had shown you quite a while ago. This is a pattern from Old Tattered Flag, and it's a primitive punch needle. The picture is difficult to see, but it's a cute fall design. It's kind of got a nice red brick type house with a big old pumpkin on the top. And I'm getting close. I'm not quite done yet. I'm working on the background, and I have to say, I kind of thought of Brenda with the background. Remember when she talked about all that grass with cross stitch? Well, it's all that background with the punch needle. The background's going to be this kind of grayish, dark grayish color. I have the house done and the pumpkin. As you can see, it's a super cute pattern. I can't help but think this would make a super cool wool applique pattern. But I have to finish up the kind of grayish background. So I'm getting there slowly but surely, but I am making progress on it and really enjoying it. So super cute punch needle. After this one, I am dying to do one of my Kathy Barrick punch needles. I have 2 of them in there, and if I can get myself in gear, I can finish this one and maybe start a Kathy Barrick punch needle, and that would be super neat, super neat. So there you go. That's one of my whips. My second whip is, let's see, my needlework press. Oh my goodness, guys. I keep forgetting things. I forgot the transfers. I believe my needlework press is in there. Oh my gosh, let me go grab it. Hang on. Holy moly. And I don't think I actually even have the pattern. If you remember this needlework press I mentioned last time, I showed the pattern last time. I think it's packed away because I always make a working copy, but it's in all things be exceedingly diligent. I think it's pretty well known. I had it on my new stretcher bars, the Millennium frame, but because I went off to Stitchy camp, I took it off just for portability purposes. So I have it on Q-snaps right at the moment, but it's really getting there. It's really getting there. So I have some of the alphabets started. Let me come up closer. This pattern is just in DMC, but it really is a beautiful pattern. I think it only takes 5 or 6 different colors, but I really love it, and it's really coming along nicely. So I apologize. Next time I'll have to have the pattern ready to show you, but I think most people have seen it before. It's kind of a wide but narrow. This is how narrow it is, but it's quite wide. There's probably at least, I think, 5 of these sections, if you want to say. But I'm really enjoying it, really enjoying it. But I wanted to make it more portable, but I still do love the Millennium frame. It is awesome. So that's my my second whip. Trying to think. I think those are my only whips that I have active right at the moment. But you know me, I'm always doing little things. So one of the little things that I have done is some preparation for the upcoming Nicola Parkman class that's going to be taking place in Rochester. It's going to be at the Woodcliff, and it's going to be next week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Which for me is a super treat because my birthday's next week. So this whole big event is like a huge treat for me for my birthday. So one of the things I wanted to do is I'm going to this event, of course, with my friend Gail and 2 other friends, Jackie and Mindy. And I wanted all of us to have matching Stitchy mats. And I was very, very blessed to be invited to a lady's home. She lives about an hour from me in Watkins Glen, New York. And I met her through Instagram, and she is a quilt designer and a longstanding quilter, and she does do some cross stitch. Her name is Shokya. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Sorry, Shokya. But she invited me to her home. She has a beautiful quilting studio, and we did a little bit of quilting. And one of my thoughts was to make these stitchy mats. So she assisted me by gifting me some beautiful fabric. And while I was there that day, we did part of the mat. We did some piecing. I have to say my piecing's not great. I still have a lot to learn, I think, about cutting and sewing. But the colors are just stupendous. And so I took the 4 pieced sections and added a plain section and a little scissor pouch and put a back on it and a ribbon. And I'll show you in a second. But the second thing that I wanted all of us to do, all 4 of us, was to stitch a motif from one of Nicola's sampler charts. And I had one of those little cards, and oh my gosh, I'm so unprepared. I had one of those little cards, and I think the motif on the card was from, is it Anne Furness? I forgot what her first name is. I think the last name is Furness. But it was a little floral motif, and that's what I stitched for my stitchy mat. So I have them all completed, and they've been given to my friends so they can adhere their little piece of stitching on it. And so when we go to the retreat, you know, I'll be taking pictures and stuff, and I'll be posting them with their little stitching on there. But here is mine. Here is mine. Here is the awesome colors. Again, don't look too close over here because these are not perfect. But for me, the colors just, I just melt when I look at these colors. I think they're absolutely fabulous. And I have to say, this gal's stitching studio is amazing. And all of her fabrics, if you would have picked any 20 fabrics out of her fabric stash, they would have all matched. I mean, I just love it. And of course, yellow and red is my favorite. As you can see, my wallpaper is a lot of yellow and red. I just love that combination. And so I did a plain piece here, and then I made one of my strawberries, and I made it into a little pocket. So you can put a little scissors in this cute little pocket. And then there is the stitched piece. As I said, I think it's from Anne Furness's sampler. That I adhered on there. And then on the back is this also gorgeous fabric. Don't ask me what any of these lines are. I have no idea. And then I put a nice little ribbon on it. So you can actually fold this kind of this way and attach the ribbon with a little bow here. So it's kind of cute and portable. But let me show you up closer the little stitched piece over here in the corner. Isn't that amazing? Love, love, love it. Cute, cute flowers. There's the little strawberry pocket, and all these gorgeous, gorgeous fabrics. I just love every single one of them. And thank you so much to Shokya for inviting me over, and we had an awesome day together. I hope at some point, maybe next spring or summer, I can again spend a day with her. She told me she's thinking about doing a class at Hobby House, a quilting class. So yeah, we'll see when that is. If I can fit that into my schedule, I will be there front row and center. So there you go. This will be our stitchy mats. And so that should be just beautiful, just beautiful. Now, I got thinking last week after I finished the stitchy mats that I would really like to make an autograph book. You know, I've made a couple previous autograph books for different retreats. One I made out of a paper bag, and one is my usual fabric autograph book. So this time I decided to make something a little different. This was a YouTube video I found on making faux leather out of paper bags. And so I made an autograph book, which I have sitting over here. And so here it is. It does look pretty cool. This is a paper bag, and it's made to look like leather. And the magic to this has to do with hair conditioner. hair conditioner. It's amazing. It's amazing. So I love it, love it, love it. I put a little metal tag there, and of course it says autographs. And then I made some cute little dark berries. And on top of the berries, oh, they've gotten a little wonked here. Let me, oops, hold on. This has gotten a little wonky. Hold on. There we go. Now we got it. So I got a little bow up in here. There's a little bow up in there. And then here's the 2 strawberries. And look at these buttons. Are they cool or what? Yes. These are what I'm calling primmed up buttons, which really gives this a cool look. If you're noticing, there's some fabric tabs here on the sides. And you open this up, and the inside is lined with map paper on both sides. Then we have the signature itself, which I am going to write something either on the outside or inside. I haven't decided the name of the retreat. Of course, I primmed up the pages, and I put little tabs. These are little tabs that I actually sewed on with a sewing machine. They're all in a green tone. And here's the next little tab. All sewn on with different patterns of stitching. You know, you just press the button on your machine. And I did put a couple little stickers in there, and here's another. And then here's the last little tab. There you go. So I'm hoping to do a little more work on it, maybe putting some more little ephemera here and there. But this is going to be my autograph book for the Nicola retreat. Here's the back of it. It is just super cool. I mean, this is a super cool idea. So these are some of the other things I work on, if you want to call them whips. This is an FFO, I guess. But I just love little projects in between that really grab my attention. People talk about starting new cross stitch, you know, squirrel. I'm more like squirrel. What's the new little project I can crank out? A new button project, a new paper project, a new wool project. So here we go. This is the autograph book I'll be taking. So that was super duper fun. And then another project that I have sitting over here was another Maggie project I wanted to show you. This was one of her other books called Comfort Zone. And again, another out of print book. And I was struck by this cute little pin cushion. Basically, it just says pins. She did hers in a black and kind of a army green. She loves that combination, and so do I. But I also love a red. And so here we are. I couldn't help myself. This was one of those little squirrel projects. Squirrel. I can do that real quick. And sure enough, I did. And on the back, I did some beautiful fabric. This I obtained from Hobby House Woolworks because they carry fabric also. And because I'm not keyed into fabrics, I do not remember the name or the designer, but I really love it. I really love it. And I took some of those primmed up buttons and I thought, do you think I could make a pin out of them? And sure enough, I did. I took some of those primmed up buttons and made some pins. Very primitive pins on a very primitive pin cushion called pins. This was super fun. And again, another cool Maggie book called Comfort Zone. Again, if you ever see a Maggie book, don't pass it by. Okay, boy, I feel like I've showed you a million things and I've chatted. I'm just looking at my list to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. I think I've covered pretty much everything. Keep your eyes peeled for upcoming pictures and maybe little videos from next week's Stitchy class with, why am I blanking on her name? Nicola Parkman from Hands Across the Sea. Oh, one more thing. You're thinking, what is she wearing on her neck? Well, this is one of my, wax strawberries. And these have been available at Hobby House Needleworks, if you check their website. And I thought to myself, wouldn't it be cool to wear it as a necklace? And I don't know, I guess my only concern is, will the dye rub out on my clothing? I'm hoping not, but I thought, yeah, it'd make a very cute scissor fob. It can make a pull on a project bag. It could just sit in a cool display. You could just keep it in the neat little packaging. But I thought, couldn't you make it into a necklace too? And actually, I have to be very honest, one of the persons I gifted it to had mentioned that. And at first I thought, no, but then I got thinking about it and I warmed up to the idea. And that person was my friend Shokya, who mentioned putting it on a chain and wearing it. And I have to say, I really love it. I would love your feedback on this. Do you think this is too wackadoo, or do you think it really is kind of a cute necklace? I think the fact that it's made out of wax just makes it very folky, very folk arty. Not sure if the dye is going to come out, and would it need some kind of coating, but I don't know what type of coating would stick to a wax. And I would love some of your ideas, feedback. You know me, I like the interaction with creativity. So if you think this is cool, or you have any other ideas for coating the wax, or if you think, well, it's not going to cause any problems, let me know. Let me know. So again, I'll try to bring it up close. I don't know if you're really seeing it well. I know I kind of showed them last time. Maybe I can take it off the chain so you can kind of see it better. Here we are, because it does have the little bird on it. There we go. Now you can kind of see it a little bit better. Again, these have been available through Hobby House Needleworks, and they're super fun to make. But here it is. This is just a necklace I had, and I just kind of attached it on there, and I think it's pretty cool. So anyways, I think I've chatted your ear off quite enough. It's been awesome to see you again. Thank you so much for your comments. Thank you all for liking and subscribing. Thank you all for following my Instagram. Everybody knows I absolutely love Instagram. So the other thing I have discovered is a couple new podcasts. I'm not going to go into it today because I've chatted so much, but next time, definitely remind me. I do want to talk about two new podcasts, one of which is textile related. The other is history related. So I have listened to like two of each. So I want to listen to a few more so I can give you a good review of them. But as I've mentioned before, I enjoy walking, and sometimes I just like walking and listening to these podcasts. They're kind of fun, and they kind of just keep you going. All right, everybody. Nice to see you. Take care of yourselves. I was thrilled to see Carol Selpak Stitcher that she made it through Hurricane Ian. Anybody down in that area, I'm thinking about you and praying for you, that you're all safe, and that there's not a whole lot of damage to your property. So take care of yourselves, everybody. Enjoy every day. Time is fleeting, and truly do what you love. You know, the housework, the cleaning, that'll always be there. Do what you love, interact with one another, support one another, inspire one another, and create. Thanks again, guys. Take care. Bye-bye. Okay, one more plug. I almost forgot. Please don't forget about the Primitive Needlearts Primer. This is taking place in October of 2023. If you're interested in a retreat that revolves around inspiration and creativity, that's where we're going with this. One of the reasons I called it a primer is because many, many years ago, in the era of the one-room schoolhouse, the children were issued a primer. It was a book that taught you your ABCs and your 1, 2, 3s. And I'm hoping that this retreat is going to teach you something new in the needle arts, possibly signing up for a class in punch needle that you've never tried before, or a class in embroidery that you've never tried before, or a class with Maggie Bononomi. Yep, the Maggie Bononomi that I showed you all those books is giving a class on wool applique. So, and plenty of cross stitch, of course. But I was kind of hoping you might come and try a new needle art. And I'm also going to have lots of other surprises, lots of other creativity going on through the couple days of the retreat. It's definitely going to be a little different than the usual retreats. Still lots of socialization, lots of interaction with other stitchers, but also lots of little projects along the way. So head over to Hobby House Needleworks website. It's hobbyhouseneedleworks.com. And sign up for the retreat. We are getting fuller and fuller as the days pass, and classes are starting to close out. So if you're interested, please head over, check your calendars for a year from now. Take care. Thanks again, guys. Bye-bye.